Welcome to the NEISD Thinglink Challenge webinar. My name is Laura Moore and I am currently an NEISD Instructional Technology Specialist, and with me today is Cindy Gregory, the Assistant Director of Instructional Technology. You can see our Twitter hashtags on the screen, so please follow us if you would like to connect. The purpose of today's webinar is to share how this free web-based tool can be used to support your classroom instruction and showcase the five student winners of our District Winter Traditions Challenge. If you would like to access this presentation, just type in the URL you see above and we'll post the URL in the chat section in case you need it again. If you don't already have an NEISD District Verified Thinglink account, this video tutorial will walk you through the creation process. Since this is going to be made in Thinglink for video, all you have to do is click on the little icon you see in the upper corner and watch this video, and it will show you step by step what to do. There might be two scenarios you face that we can help you with. One is if you already have an account with Thinglink but it's not in the educational domain. That is a problem. You can tell if you're in the educational domain because you see students in your upper navigation toolbar. If you don't see it, that means you created the account under the business domain. So right here is, and I'll pop it up in Thinglink for video, is a video that shows you how to switch to a teacher account, and it's free. The second scenario you may face is you have an educational account but you didn't sign up using the NEISD teacher group code. So again, here is a link to a video that will show you how to switch over to the NEISD domain. It's really simple. You just enter a code and boom, you've switched over. So I've included these two video tutorials to kind of fix both of those issues, so you can pause at any time and view those, and it'll get you on your way. Once your teacher account has been created, your next step is to generate a class code for students. This video will walk you through finding that code and will then demonstrate how students use their Google credentials to create their own accounts. But please do not give students the teacher code mentioned on the previous slide. That is for NEISD educators only. I've included this tutorial that gives you kind of a walkthrough over the very easy to use Thinglink interface. So you can stop this presentation at any time if you are not familiar with Thinglink. This year we tried something new to promote the use of Thinglink, and the inspiration came from the Thinglink Teacher Challenges that Susan Oxenabad facilitates every summer. I thought it would be an excellent opportunity for some of our extremely creative students to earn district-wide recognition for their hard work. The platform we used to house all of our resources for this challenge was Google Classroom. If you have an NEISD email address and would like to access these resources, just log into your Google Classroom account and enter the code 1GV520. At any time you can enter that. We'll keep this open and you can access all of those resources. This made it really easy to answer any questions participants had throughout the challenge window. For those of you outside of NEISD that would like to try this in your own district, I've provided a link to a document that kind of describes the step process that we used. We also encouraged sharing their projects using our department Twitter hashtag, so you can check that out. Our first winners come from Mrs. Impkin's 4th grade class at Tuscany Heights, and here we have Isabel, Alexandra, Emma, Harrison, and Nolan describing their Thinglink image. This is Christmas in India.
Hi, my name's Isabel, and if you hover over this cursor, it says, "Children in India put wool on trees to imitate snow."
Hi, my name is Alexandra, and if you hover over this cursor, it says the people in India decorate mango and banana trees in Christmas.
Hi, my name's Emma, and if you hover over this cursor, you can see that during their Christmas celebration, people in India eat fruit cakes, rose cookies, kaidol, dough balls, and Nero, dumplings.
And hi, my name is Harrison, and if you hover over this cursor, India celebrates Santa Claus.
Hey, my name's Nolan, and
If you hover
over this one, it's not there, so I'll just say this. If you hover over this cursor, it says in India, they celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December.
Right, and also notice that they have pictures inserted into their Thinglink as well. And each one has a caption. And then finally, we have our Works Cited page where we got all of our resources. So thank you guys so much. You did a fantastic job. What school are you from? Say it together.
Tuscany Heights Elementary.
Our next group of winners comes from Mr. Holbrook's 5th grade class at Cibolo Green Elementary, and they did an entire collaborative project where everyone contributed to providing information about winter holidays around the world. So this is their winter holiday peace tree.
We are Mr. Holbrook's 5th grade class from Cibolo Green Elementary. Our class Thinglink project is titled United Earth, a Winter Holiday Peace Tree.
The goal of this project was to research and celebrate the cultural diversities that exist around the world. We wanted to identify the significance of various ethnic and cultural winter holidays.
We got information about winter holidays from around the world using a variety of graphic, audio, and visual sources such as pictures, songs, videos, literature, and informational sources.
Each of us researched and recorded information about a unique holiday celebration and shared it creatively as a class using a single canvas on 30 paper.
It was simple to use. We tagged an image with different types of multimedia content such as text, audio, video, and links to other websites.
Once we tagged the image and selected our choice of media, we were then free to describe our winter holiday using the research that we collected from the creditable website and other informational resources.
After all the students in our class added their unique holiday information to our class Thinglink, then it was ready to post for all to see.
We're grateful and we know more about the world since we were given the opportunity to explore other winter holidays from other countries and from other cultures.
Our third feature winners come from Mrs. Brown's class at Wood Middle School, and this is Kelly and Mario explaining their interactive image about the holiday Diwali.
Hi, my name is Mario, and I'm an 8th grader in Wood Middle School at San Antonio, Texas.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and I'm also in 8th grade at Wood Middle School in San Antonio, Texas.
We decided to make a Thinglink on the celebration of Diwali. Our first link is just saying that Diwali has been celebrated since ancient times.
The next is a video on the story of Diwali.
Diwali is a festival of joy and prosperity.
Diwali is a festival of lights. It is held in honor of Lakshmi, who is a Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity. They pray the Lakshmi to bring them good luck in the coming year. Diwali celebrates the return of Rama and Sita in the story from Ramayana. It is a story of good and evil.
There is no set date for Diwali. The date depends on the position of the moon and the Hindu lunar cycle.
Diwali is mostly celebrated in India.
There's a picture of Diwali people in Diwali that we got from photosforclass.com.
Next, again, is another video just on my sister using a firework, like they would do in the wall.
Diwali, the Festival of Lights, is popular among Hindus and Sikhs. The people celebrate it by putting up lights in their homes and businesses, buying new clothes if they can afford them, setting off firecrackers, and giving sweets to their kids, family, and friends. They also make special offerings to the goddess Lakshmi, who brings happiness.
Next is just another video on the Diwali. This one is though in action.
These are all the sites that we got pictures and information from.
And last, again, just another video.
The fourth winner is Miss Ariana from Mrs. Harris's class at Bush Middle School, and she does an excellent job explaining what she learned about Kwanzaa.
Hello everyone, my name is Ariana and I'm an 8th grader at Bush Middle School to talk about a Thinglink I created here at my school. We did a extra credit project on a holiday. It was a contest for Thinglink and I decided to learn a little bit more about Kwanzaa. My mom has a friend and his family and himself celebrate Kwanzaa, so in order to learn just a little bit more about that, I just decided to do this particular holiday to learn a little bit more about what my mom's friend does. Alright, so up top, I just started off with the Thinglink, and I picked out an image, which was my background. And when I went to Thinglink, I started creating simple little dots here, and it was basically my bibliography, which was the different sites I used to get my information about Kwanzaa. So here I used different sites, and then for this one I had the hashtag for NEISD Tech, and then a little bit more sites that I used. And then I put a little decorative star to tell you that I created this and from which class it was from. Alright, so first off I went to my Google Docs account and I started typing some facts about Kwanzaa from learning about it on a particular site. And what I did was I kind of read it on a site and I summed up different bullet points and put them on my Google Docs. Then I took the link from my Google Docs and put it inside my dot, and I started typing and I put my Google Docs inside here so that whenever I put my thing over the dot, my mouse over the dot, I could easily see quickly that I had typed up something and I could see all that I typed. So a couple of things that I found were just the holiday, when it was created and by whom, the 7 principles, and what kind of languages, who celebrates it, and the colors of Kwanzaa that people put on the menorah that you see right here. Another thing I used was I put a site that I thought was really useful, because instead of me just talking about what the site was, I really just took the site and put it in. So if I clicked on it, I found a bunch of facts on the official website for Kwanzaa, and it has like the menorah and all those things. Here we have the person who created Kwanzaa, which I had put in some of my facts. And then here were some more facts that about what to eat, what the symbols are, things like that, and what the holiday just celebrates overall. And I sometimes took this information and put it in other Google Docs, other Google Docs information that I typed and put in my dot. So going back to it, I had another dot here which wouldn't load. But right here, it was basically different. It was just more facts that I kind of summed up from here, just so that it would be easier just to view this website instead of reading the whole thing. Here we have another site that I included, which I thought was useful. It was basically a a couple videos, a couple stories about people who celebrate Kwanzaa, which I thought was really cool, especially the presidential family who also have different rituals that they celebrate. And then I have a video on the history of Kwanzaa and especially the people who used it in the beginning. And then here's a small little video. Going back, we have also a couple more dots that I created on my Google Docs. Once again, I had copied and pasted the link, so that way when I put it in my dot, it easily just popped up right where I could see it. Right here, when I mentioned back over by this dot, I had mentioned the different colors, and right here, the different colors meant different symbols. So on the first, different candles represented different days. So what I did was I put from day 1 to day 7 what they meant, and then as I looked, I realized that the words not many people would really understand, so I decided to put what different words what they actually meant, so that way people could just kind of get a deeper meaning on the different days and what they meant. So those were the 7 principles. This is the official website that we looked at before, but there are kind of what I got for the 7 principles. This right here, it talks about it's a little bit more like different words that were put into it. It gives a better summary on more of the principles rather than just the overall history and the overall holiday, and you can kind of get a little deeper on what people celebrate and why people celebrate it. One of my other dots that I had made was this one. It was the last one that I made, and it was what you do during Kwanzaa, because mostly people would want to know the whole deal about the menorah, but I wanted to personally know what people do during that holiday, because you have the lighting of the menorah, and then you have all the colors and what they mean. So basically Kwanzaa was invented by this man in this year, and so then I kind of just wanted to spice it up, so I put it in different colors, and once again I typed it in my Google Docs and pasted it in the dot. So then I just basically wanted to make it pop a little bit more, so then I just went to my Google Docs, and like I did with all of the other ones, I wanted to make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye, and added a couple pictures and typed it in a nice bold words so that you could read it, so that whenever you finally looked at the project, it was a nice little image of what you do during Kwanzaa. Thank you.
Our final student example is a senior from Churchill High School, and this is Alan explaining his Thinglink image on Año Nuevo.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Alan. I am a senior at Churchill High School. And for my food science project, I have Miss Wells, by the way. I had to make a Thinglink project, video, or I don't know what to call it, a project. So I had to work with this program and attach several links to it. I'm going to explain mine now. This is mine. I had to talk about Año Nuevo, which means New Year in Spanish. I have this nice little thing at the bottom to translate it for you guys. If we click on the buttons, it takes us to a different Thinglink. So that means I had to work with separate Thinglinks all at once. So I just clicked on A, the first option that I have. This talks about a suitcase tradition. This tradition is for traveling. If you do this, you want to travel this upcoming year. So what you do is you pack a suitcase with whatever you can find, and you just run or walk around the neighborhood. It's just symbolism. You're just trying to tell the new year that you want to travel. So I made this video, and I talk about
In Mexico, there are people who take out their suitcases and walk around the block, symbolizing they wish they could travel more. Running around the block with your suitcase ensures that you will travel to far-flung and interesting places.
Alright, so you can travel anywhere. It's part of the tradition. It's just, you just want to travel. That's the deal. So to make this video, let's talk about that. Behind me, it looks like I have a white screen, but I actually have a green screen. So let's look at that again.
We usually pack some suitcases with
if you can see my hair, it's pretty pixelated, little white spots here and there. That is due to improper lighting. I didn't light the green screen correctly, so when I keyed it out, my hair had some of the green, it was reflected onto it, so my hair got chopped off, and some of my arm in some occasions. So I made this with Adobe Premiere Pro, and I also attached the images through that software. Look at that. So yeah, I talked about how the images explain that. Let's go back. Full screen. Let's go to C. In C, I talk about different types of food. So here I have a compare and contrast. The left side is United States, the right side is Mexico. As you can see, we have pretty similar food. The first one, for example, are both turkey. The left side has gravy on top, and the right side has orange juice. It's one of the big differences between both meals. So each button here has a different fun fact. The first one talks about vitamin C, because this does have orange juice. The second one is a instructional video along with the recipe, and these are also recipes along with the video. To make this picture, I had to use Photoshop. I shrunk each picture and put them on the project file so that it would look like this. And I also did that for this cover picture. So both B and D look like A, where I just have pictures at the bottom, and a video of me talking about it. And towards the end, I do have a personal connection, just something I do to the tradition.
Each of their 12 grapes as the bells chime, one for each of the 12 chimes. We'll have a lucky and prosperous year. In my family, we try to make a wish for every grape we eat.
So that's what I do with my family. It is not what is officially supposed to happen. With this project, I learned that it turns out that all 12 grapes stand for one wish. So if you eat all 12 grapes under the time limit, which is the last bell, your wish will come true. What I do, which is I think what this person does too, because I didn't make this picture, I found it, is you make one wish per grape. And I think I'm going to continue doing that because I get more wishes, even though I know it is wrong to do. But I like it. So D talks about fireworks. It just says that New Year's Eve is where you get the biggest fireworks, the most elegant fireworks. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. For this Thinglink project, I used a lot of Photoshop and Premiere Pro. I learned several things, such as how my grape tradition is actually wrong, and I had fun making it. I hope you guys also enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.
Cindy and I would like to thank all of the students and teachers that took the time to explore how Thinglink can be used to engage students when creating products that demonstrate understanding. I'd like to thank Thinglink Edu for providing our winning teachers with a free Educational Pro account for 1 year. If you would like assistance getting started with Thinglink or upgrading your account, just contact your campus ITS, or you can email me directly at elmore4. If you're looking for additional resources, including more examples of teacher and student created images, they can be found on the district training page. So again, thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you are going to make your curriculum pop with more Thinglinks. Thanks.